Welcome back, Unashamed family, for we are unashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, for it is the power of God and the salvation to them that believe. I'm not sure if you know about this. I just learned about this. This is a project that China is, the Communist Party in China is looking to basically rewrite the Bible, if you will. And I'm going to share with you a passage of scriptures that will show you what they're looking to do, and it is diabolical. So stay tuned to see what I show you on that, because again, it is going to blow your mind. One of the most dangerous facets of our ever secularizing culture is the creeping, cancerous hostility many Americans have towards religious liberty. We've moved beyond the divine, seems to be the predominant mantra among an increasing proportion of the populace, with punitive measures for those who hold traditional views becoming increasingly prevalent on social media platforms, in schools, and other public venues. Now, the individual and forces behind these assaults cannot see how the diabolical blueprints they follow lead to rampant toxicity and government malfeasance. And yet these blueprints have proven disastrous in other nations. Consider China, just one of the nations where one can see the results of religious liberties being trampled for the whims of the state. It is a fulfillment of the utter horror that can unfold when people allow the government to run rampant. While Americans still enjoy robust First Amendment freedom, the same cannot be said for the Chinese, who are entrapped by the Chinese Communist Party's diabolical meanderings and sometimes deadly force. Persecution watchdogs have long sounded the alarm on China's curtailment of religious liberty, with the Chinese Communist Party demanding churches to be registered with the government, with the destruction of churches and the theological control being seized by communist officials. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to show you what they're looking to do with the Bible. One of the most sinister and wicked reports from China centers on the government's project to re-image the Bible through a socialistic lens. This is a project that the Chinese Communist Party announced back in 2019. At that time, they said it would be about a 10-year process to release a new translation of the Bible. And this new translation would really support the Communist Party. But only would this new Bible support the Chinese Communist Party's details, but it could very well become the only legal version of the scriptures available at officially recognized churches. And just for context sake, any non-recognized church is an illegal house of worship. For a peek into how twisted this is, consider that this new Bible edition reportedly claimed Jesus stoned the woman accused of adultery. And this is found in John 8:7-11. Now, I'm going to read this and show this. According to Chinese communists, this is what it says. Their version. Jesus once said to the angry crowd who was trying to stone a woman who had sinned, "He who without sin among you, let him cast a stone at her." When his words came to their ears, they stopped moving forward. When everyone went out, Jesus stoned the woman himself and said, "I am also a sinner." Wow. That is demonic. It's all so corrupt and evil, isn't it? Yet it's a painful reality for innocent Chinese citizens forced to live under this purported insanity. Now, America is nowhere near China on the religious liberty front, but current trends in the U.S. are troubling. After all, the Communist Party didn't end up this way overnight, and I pray we pay closer attention to the warning signs all around us. As Americans become more secularized and less influenced by Judeo-Christian ideas, we've seen the faucet increasingly stream with ideas and arguments that not only take aim at traditional biblical ideas, but also treat them as though they have no place in society. Now, the price so many pay for our freedom should curtail this carelessness. After all, religious liberty is a bedrock of any authentically free society. The right to freely believe or not believe in good or bad theological sentiments or no religious ideas at all. I hope and pray that we're never faced with anything close to China's woes, but it all depends on how committed we are to freedom for all. We know where the dangerous blueprints leads. Let's just hope we opt out for a detour. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified when any new content comes out. And I would love to hear your input in the comments. If you've heard this, you've seen this, and your thoughts on it, I would love to hear. And never forget that God is good all the time, all the time. Our God is good. Have a blessed day.